In March of 1991, 4-year-old Michael Dunahee vanished while enjoying a playground at Blanchard Park Elementary School in British Columbia. Despite the boy being within sight of both parents, he seemingly vanished into thin air. No one saw what happened that day, and all these years later, Michael has remained missing. This is his story. On March 24, 1991, Michael went with his family to Blanchard Elementary School, where his mother, Crystal, was attending a women's football practice. On that day, Michael was dressed in a blue hooded jacket, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles t-shirt, and blue sneakers. The family arrived at around 12:30 p.m. when Michael told his parents he wanted to go to the nearby playground while his mom carried on with her match. Crystal later recalled feeling as though something wasn't quite right, but she allowed him to go. She told her son to wait for his father, Bruce, who was going to walk over and watch him play. However, when Bruce arrived, Michael was nowhere to be found. Panic struck immediately, and a search was launched to track down the young boy. The initial search saw 50 people getting together to search the area on foot, while authorities were notified. At the time, the investigation in Michael's disappearance was one of the largest in Canadian history. To this day, that record remains. Due to the sudden nature of Michael's disappearance, investigators didn't consider it a missing child case, but an abduction. Every officer from Victoria Police Department was called in to aid in the search. It was truly all hands on deck to track down Michael and bring him home to his family. When the news broke, hundreds of tips flooded in from various locations across British Columbia and North America. While this may seem like a good thing, it proved extremely challenging to keep track of at the time. Since it was 1991, each tip had to be recorded manually on carbon paper. Investigators also didn't have the luxury of following up on surveillance or CCTV cameras to try and narrow down anyone unusual who may have been in the area that Michael disappeared in. Victoria detectives exhaustively pursued leads, including investigating known sex offenders and interviewing anyone who may have seen Michael that day. Few results came in, but one witness did mention a man in his late 40s or early 50s seen near the playground with a brown van. Efforts to track down this man or his van proved fruitless. Roughly 1 month after Michael's disappearance, the police staged a reenactment at Blanchard Elementary involving a brown van, but it failed to produce any significant breakthroughs or new leads. The rest of 1991 came and went with no significant leads or information pointing to what had happened to Michael. As the years passed, hopes of finding Michael alive slowly faded. In 2006, there was a potential breakthrough. Reports had come in about a young man who strongly resembled Michael that was living in the interior of British Columbia since 1990. This development brought renewed hope to the case. However, DNA testing conclusively proved that the man was not Michael, and his family's hopes were dashed. During early 2009, an intriguing discovery took place in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where a missing person poster of Michael was found at the residence of 62-year-old Vernon Seitz. Disturbingly, Seitz confessed to his psychiatrist that he had committed the murder of a child in 1959. That boy was 12-year-old Jacob Wetterling, who was abducted while walking home with his brother and friend in 1989. Michael's missing persons poster was found during a search of Seitz's home after he was found deceased from natural causes. During these searches, disturbing materials were uncovered, including child pornography, bondage devices, books on cannibalism, newspaper clippings related to missing children, and notably, a laminated poster of Jacob Wetterling. The mother of Jacob Wetterling confirmed that Seitz had visited her on 2 occasions after Jacob's abduction, posing as a psychic and expressing a desire to discuss her son. Despite the unsettling discoveries, forensic analysis of Seitz's belongings yielded no conclusive evidence linking him to the Jacob Wetterling or the disappearance of Michael Dunahee. As the 20th anniversary of Michael's disappearance approached in 2011, the police received information about a man living in Chase, British Columbia, who bore a resemblance to Michael. However, DNA testing later confirmed that this man was not Michael. In 2013, a person using the username Canuckles posted on the message boards of the Vancouver Canucks official website, asserting that the police were going to conduct a DNA test. They saw a blood sample from a man in Surrey, British Columbia, whom they believed might be Michael. Nevertheless, the Victoria Police Department, on September 9, officially stated that the individual from Surrey was not Michael, as confirmed by DNA testing. Then, in 2020, a TikToker named Shanger Danger claimed to have found a shirt similar to the one Michael was wearing at the time of his disappearance. The shirt was discovered submerged underwater. However, upon close inspection by Michael's family, it was determined that it was not the exact same shirt he had worn during his disappearance, and therefore not linked to the case. As of 2021, Michael's case continues to be unsolved and remains open, with both the police and Michael's family maintaining hope for answers. The Victoria Police Department took proactive steps by releasing an age-enhanced sketch of Michael to reflect his potential appearance as an adult. Additionally, they launched an online tip portal to encourage public engagement in the case. Police Constable Cam McIntyre revealed that over the course of the investigation since 1991, they have received an overwhelming number of tips, totaling more than 10,000. Michael's mother still believes her son is alive out there and hopes she will find out the truth before she passes. The day of Michael's disappearance left a lasting impact on the residents of Victoria. Something like this wasn't supposed to happen in a town like theirs. Many people living in the town will still remember that day, and the subsequent search, well, it is an event that will be etched into the town's history books for many years to come. Michael's mother, Crystal, channeled her grief by becoming an advocate for missing children's issues in British Columbia. She took on the role of president for Child Find British Columbia, actively working to raise awareness and support for missing children and their families. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments. And most importantly, please subscribe and ring the bell. That way you'll be notified every time we upload a new, intriguing case.